Hello, Gilda's Club. It is a hot one today. It suddenly went from winter to summer in 1 week, so I guess that's just Rochester for you. But regardless, we're going to be doing a fun project again this week. We are making a beautiful wall hanging out of found objects in your house. Maybe you have some yarn in your house, some string, things you've been squirreling away that you're not quite sure what to do with. We're going to put those to use today. So the supplies you'll need to make your wall hanging are some sticks. These can be ones you found in your yard or a local forest near you, or driftwood works really well. So if you want to take a walk on the beach one of these days, pick up some driftwood. You'll need some cardboard, scissors, and any yarn you might have. My first one will be a pastel gradient. So the first thing you need to do is determine the size of the wall hanging you'd like to make. I like the length of this stick. My wall hanging will be about that wide, and it'll be about this long. You'll need to select your cardboard based on the length you want your wall hanging to be. This is going to save you some time, and I'll show you why in just a second. Next, pick your first color. I think I'm going to start with this soft pastel. You can see it's variegated. There's pink and blue and white. Now, I know how long I want my tassels to be, but if I just measure and cut every tassel one by one, that's going to take me forever. That's where my cardboard comes in. I'm going to make a little notch. Then I'm going to catch the tip of my string in that little notch. Then I'm going to carefully wrap. As much as I want. I want this section to be relatively thin. That's probably enough of that color. Then I'm going to cut it off. I could cut this off now, but I think I'm going to collect a couple colors on here. I think next I'm going to use this pretty variegated yarn. If I'm starting again, the easiest way is to just trim another notch. It's cardboard. You're not hurting anything. Come on, string. Where do you start? Oh, we'll start here. Put that in my notch. Ooh. And just start wrapping. Don't pull it too tight on your cardboard. You don't want it to spring back much when we trim, so keep it pretty loose but straight lines. Next, I'm going to keep wrapping this, but I want a shock of color. So I'm going to take this, go ahead and make another little notch, but I'm not going to trim this color off. All I'm going to be doing, adding this on here, and then winding them together. I like little surprises. And I feel like nothing is more surprising than this highlighter yellow. That's a pretty good shock. I think I'll trim the highlighter yellow there. Keep going for a little while with this variegated. I feel like I need one more color. Let me check my shelf. I think I've found the perfect thing to end it. I've got this variegated here with little bits of green, yellow, and white. So let me see how that looks. Actually, I'm going to combine it with this. Let's see how that looks. I need my little notch here. Got that tucked in the little notch, and finish wrapping. Okay, I think that I'm done here. I'll trim this off. Then I'm going to take my scissors, hold this down. I'm going to get right in here. See? Between the cardboard and string. Hold you down. You might not get them all on the first go, that's fine. Just catch them the next time. And you want to hold this down so that it doesn't spring and make your fringes uneven. Because you've built up a lot of pressure by wrapping those strings. Almost there, just a couple of threads to go. Come on. I think you're the last one. There we go. I'm going to try and keep these in order for the most part to save me time, because this is the order I want them on my actual stick. So I'm going to be carefully pulling away 5 strands at a time. 5 strands. Then I'm going to take my stick and I'm going to lay that loop there and carefully pull these through and then tighten that up. There we go. I've put my first loop of these on. Now it's up to you whether you want this to be the front or the back. You can see this side has a little knob on it and this side does not. Regardless of which side you choose, it's probably best that you are consistent about which side you put the knob on. But regardless, there are no rules, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go ahead and continue filling up this area. Let me do one more tie on so that you guys can see it. Grab 5 strands, fold them over evenly, creating this loop. Let's see. Put the loop over and pull these strings through. Put it as close next to the first one you put on as possible. Come on, string. So that the tassels are nice and tidy, like that. So here is all my fringe all puffed out and finished. You can see I've got the side with the knobs on here. I actually kind of like it as a design feature, but here's what the other side looks like, a little bit simpler. Oop. So you decide what you like. I'm going to, at this time, make myself a little hanger for this. Very simple. Just do a comfortable little square knot. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just basically a double knot. Around once, around twice, maybe even one more time. Same over here. So let me pull this one off. It's not looking how I want it to look. Get a little closer. One more time. Okay, so we can see it hangs. I'm going to trim off this excess here then. And my last step is going to be cutting this bottom here. Now you can cut it just straight across. I think I'm going to give myself a little angle. And there you have it. Just a simple little wall hanging of color. Looks great on doors, in bathrooms and things. You really can make it match wherever you want it to be. And it's just such a simple construction. You can make a fresh one every month for your mood. I hope that was a fun project for you. I know that one of my favorite things about it is just like the boundless possibilities. You could really make any color combination, any texture you like, make it to match any room, any decor. It's simple, it's fun, and really so much potential to a project like this. So hope you make one, and I hope you have a fun time doing it. See you next week. Stay safe.